everything working correctly? Is the music too low, too loud? Just let me know. But welcome to the stream. I actually gave a heads up for this one. But today, I am working on this Vtuber model for myself because I've always wanted to make one, and I thought there's no time like the present, so that's what I'm doing. But I've been watching a lot of tutorial videos since I don't want to end up having to pay for the paid version of Live 2D. And so I'm hoping maybe if I can just get everything done, then it'll be fine. And I can just get everything rigged and finished in Live 2D by the end of the 7-day trial period. Because that would be really nice. But we'll see. How are you guys doing? Are you doing okay? Wait, hold on. I actually don't know how I'm gonna do the classes. They shouldn't be too hard. And I just know it's gonna take me a long time to do all of this, so I might end up having to pay for the subscription, but we'll see. Okay. But what was I on? What was I doing? Okay, I finished right eyebrow line. So I think I'm gonna do the eyes now. Yes. So I'm going to use this guide again and do the eyes. Why does this suck? What's my stabilization on? It's a little bit better. Uh, oh hey, welcome. Didn't expect to see you here again. I'm working on a VTuber for myself, so then maybe I can use that for videos and streaming. Although for streaming, I would have to use my display tablet because I don't really know how I would uh, effectively use a VTuber model with only my laptop. So I'll have to have two displays, which will be fine, but it'll take up a lot of desk space. So I might not use the model all the time. But that'll be fine. I'm playing I forgive me, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm playing All News soundtrack today, which is the other artist that I tend to go to for music because they make a lot of really cute royalty-free music. I don't know why these aren't symmetrical. Like, why isn't it doing exactly this? Oh, it's because it's not interesting. I might not be able to use this brush for the eyes because, dang it, because they're not exactly symmetrical. So I'm gonna have to use a round brush instead, which will be fine. Um, but how is everyone doing today? Cheese it! Hello, welcome. Um, let's see. Oh, I have to pick a different. Hold on. What brush should I use? I don't know. This one looks pretty similar to what I've been using, so this might work. Um, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a okay day today, at least. Um, I hope that we can take some time and relax and do some fun stuff on this fine Saturday evening. I can't decide on exactly what I want for this. I've heard that making VTubers that have nostrils instead of like the classic anime dot is harder than just giving them the anime nose. Um, or like the this is also an anime nose, but the more like generic anime nose. I don't know. They're all kind of. What I mean to say is that this is harder to rig because with the dot you can just move it and like slightly distort it so that it looks like the head's moving around, but with these nostrils it's a little bit more complicated since you see more detail in the nose, so you have to be more careful about how it looks when you make the different angles for the head. And so, because my style, I wanted it to stay in my style and I didn't want to like, I don't know, conform to a different style because it's easier to use. I'm just going to suffer, I guess, and see how it goes. But it'll be fine. I'm excited. I tend to suffer with making things look like really stiff when I do cleaner line art. And so I'm hoping that I can keep that from happening this time. Yes, I will save the stream. I'm planning to this time at least. Unless something absolutely horrible happens, I am planning to save the stream. Thank you for asking. And oh, hi Mofu! Welcome! I'm glad that you can come and hang out. Oh wow, okay. A lot of people have joined. uh, I'm drawing a VTuber for myself, and I'm hoping that it doesn't end up in my permanent works in progresses or works in progress file. But we'll see. I have hope. And I'm really excited about it, so I feel like it's going to be fun. But we'll see how it goes. Do you plan? Hold on. Let me actually have my phone over here so I can read comments. Um, do you plan to stream games with your model or mainly stick with art? I'm definitely considering streaming games with my model just because that's just so convenient. Although not having a display that's like easy to put on my desk would kind of be a struggle. And so I might see if I can save up to get like a cheaper display to connect my laptop to, so then it's like easier for me to do simple stuff like that. Without having to completely reorganize my desk every time I want to stream. Which I don't have to do that right now, but if I use a VTuber model, then I would. Because I need to see what it's looking like on stream while I'm using it, because that's kind of half part of using a VTuber is that you need to make sure that you're actually it's looking right while you're using it. I'm going to drink something. I want some coffee. I was thinking about getting a chai tea latte earlier because I have the like concentrate for it, but I just ate a bunch of ramen and I think that I just need to stick with water for right now. Ami, did you play the SCP game? Um, I have not played the SCP game. I have watched Markiplier play it a lot, and I also uh, have delved into SCP and like the lore of it every once in a while. And I also got a light novel for SCP, although the light novel was interesting. I'm not sure I was the biggest fan. I haven't finished it, but I have some obscure opinions about it. um, but how did you find your art style? Okay, so as far as the art style question, it's funny because oh wait, shoot. I shouldn't be drawing the eyes like this. Hold on. I'm drawing it wrong. I'm just defaulting because I'm thinking at the same time. Um, but I'm gonna be honest, my art style has significantly changed a lot. Um, I would say most of the time it's just inspired by things that I really enjoyed seeing in other people's art. And so it's just like a conglomeration of all the things that I like and also just things that I enjoy drawing as well. Um, because if I enjoy drawing it, then that just makes everything better, doesn't it? And that's kind of the whole point too. Um, you always want to have a basis of liking and enjoying what you're doing. So, but that's basically how I found my art style. And it's definitely not a, oh, I'm going to sit down in the afternoon and find my forever art style. That's not really how it works. It continues to change because it's a very organic thing and never like force yourself to stick with a specific art style if you find yourself growing out of it. Like, because that's what I did a lot. And it was really unhealthy because I thought people were going to unfollow me if I changed my art style, quote unquote, changed my art style. And I feel like artists are labeled by their art styles too often. Um, because an art style isn't just the way you draw noses, mouths, eyes, or whatever. It's kind of like the way I don't know because every person draws things differently, and what I mean by that is like somebody can genuinely just have a different perception on life, and so even if you don't think you have an art style right now, you do. It just comes out in the way that you like how many strokes you decide to use and what supplies you use and how like what you want to draw, even the subject matter of what you draw. So anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you later. But um, I believe that there are motion tracking apps for your phone that can be used for VTubing. I'll need to be fact checked for that though. Yes, motion tracking is actually if I'm not wrong, motion tracking is done best if it's done from the phone. Um, because the phone has just more capabilities for recognizing your face. Um, but there are motion tracking for other things, but that's one of the things is that I use my phone right now to look at comments. And so if I wasn't using my phone for comments, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. So that's the reason why I need a second display is so that I can just have more screen space to see everything that I need to be seeing. Um aw. Thank you, Ink. That's so sweet. Um but bye. Have a good day. I'm glad that you got to stick around and hang out for a little bit. Oh cool, thanks for answering kind of same with me. Yeah. Um, because I went through a big phase with my art style, probably I don't know, but I went through a phase where I kept like having different opinions for the way I wanted to draw my noses, and most of the time it was noses. I couldn't decide on how I wanted to draw noses, and so next to every drawing that I did, um, that I posted actually, it would have a different style of drawing noses, and people would get so confused. They'd be like, "Wait, so how? What's your plan? Like, what is your decision?" And I just never made one, and that's one of the things is that like you have this false preconception that you have to make a decision about what your art style is gonna be forever, and that's definitely not um, something that you should worry about, especially if you haven't been drawing for like years and years and years. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Keely. I hope that's how you pronounce your name, but um but I just hope that you can have a good time because that's one of the most important things with that is that don't stress yourself out too much about it because then you'll get art block and nobody wants that. Okay, wait, crud. I keep doing things wrong because I'm on autopilot. With VTubing, you have to like separate everything. So wait, okay. Wait, what's on these layers? Okay, so these are both empty. Um, and then I'm gonna hide this and then separate these. Cut paste. And so I'll name this as um eyelid up. Actually, top name. Wait, shoot. And I think do that because I watched a lot of tutorials from I think her name's Trubibi on YouTube. Hold on, let me go see. Her name is oh no, it's not Trubibi. It's Chupuko on YouTube, and she made like pretty much a whole crash course on how to make a VTuber model. So, um, I'm using a lot of her tutorials and recommendations, and it has been an absolute blessing because otherwise I would be completely lost right now. And so, this is one of the things that she said to do is to use an arrow instead of like right and left because in the Live 2D program everything is labeled differently. Um, because like your right eyelid will be your model's right, so the right will end up being left, and so it'll get really confusing. And so instead of doing right and left, you just use arrows. Eyelid, top, and left arrow. Okay. And then I'm going to change all these down here to match that. So this left, bottom up. I'll use up instead of top. I just be less characters. Do you like to draw digital or traditional more? Okay, so that's a funny question because I started out traditional, primarily traditional, and it was my favorite thing ever. And I still have all of my traditional art stuff. So, for example, I still absolutely love to use colored pencils and markers and watercolors and stuff. I just don't do it as often anymore because, um, wait, oh man, okay, because my field of work just doesn't work well with traditional art. And so using digital art, um, it's just me kind of getting better at the thing that I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. And so, because I use it so often, it's definitely the medium that I've grown most comfortable with. And so, because of that, I can't say for sure which one I like more, but I can say that I am more comfortable with digital art now. And I love both mediums for sure. But I definitely would still consider myself like I do both. I just don't do both in commissions um or work or anything. Just don't stream risk. Yeah. Um I'd probably stream like Genshin Impact or uh Fan- Tower Fantasy or Honkai Star Rail. I actually haven't started Honkai Star Rail yet. People say that it's really good. So I'm pretty excited. I have to add line to all of these. Up line and then flip bottom line. Control. I think yeah, those are fine. And then flip up. I don't have to add lines to the lips. The lips are just gonna be lines anyway. And neckline, headline, nostril, blah 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 blah. Brow line. That's important. Head. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm caught up. Now I can continue. Um. Oh, do you have any tips for digital? I'm trying to improve. Just started digital. Okay, so it depends on what you're using, but definitely a big tip that I have is don't get carried away with the airbrush tool because I see a lot of people that are starting out with digital art um, kind of get like really carried away with how soft the airbrush tool is, and then they just use it too much and they don't have any contrast of sharp edges and soft edges, which causes their artwork to look a little bit muddy. So definitely don't be afraid of using uh, hard brushes, but also if I recommend flipping your canvas like this to see any imperfections that might come up in your sketching process, just like all throughout what you're drawing. I can definitely see this isn't necessarily as symmetrical as I would like it to be. But, you know, it is what it is. um but that and also just watch a lot of YouTube tutorials. YouTube tutorials are a gold mine. Most of the time you can learn a lot of what you learn in actual art college and animation school just from people on YouTube. So don't take that for granted for sure. That is a big part of my growth in digital art. Okay. And then that upcoming Bethesda game Starfield looks interesting based on their recent track record, though I'm not too confident it'll be great. I haven't seen that. Um I need to look into that, but yeah, I wouldn't keep your hopes too far up. Welcome back, Ink. Hello. Um okay, thanks. That will help a bunch because I do use airbrush a lot. Yeah, it's like don't be afraid of using it, but at the same time, definitely reserve it for like gradients and soft shading when soft shading is necessary because sometimes uh, it can end up being a little bit of a dangerous tool. And I'm definitely, it's one of the things that I did when I started out, and I realize now, like, wait, I did that too much. Um, oh, sorry about that. My phone fell. Hello. Aw. Okay. Tips on how to draw small in a sketchbook. So, I definitely tend to do that. um, I've done that since I was tiny, so I'm not really sure because I've never like I don't know. It's just always been my default is drawing tiny. So I had to like force myself to draw bigger um, as I went because my hand actually started giving me issues when I would draw too small for a long period of time because that causes your hands to have more like unhealthy repetitive movements. Um, and so I definitely wouldn't like recommend drawing like too small. Why does this keep happening? Sorry about that. I'm gonna move this because this isn't working. Okay. Um, but honestly, one of my biggest tips if you have to draw smaller, if you have just like a really small sketchbook or something, I wouldn't recommend doing it for too long. Just make sure that you keep your hands healthy. But I would say get a small pencil, like a point, like a 0.1 something. Wait, no, a 0.25 millimeter pencil. I think I have. And that helped. Just get a really like small millimeter of a mechanical pencil, and that kind of helps you draw small. But most of the time, it's just I feel like small lines, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Bye guys, but I don't want to. Okay. Um, yeah, like so many of those nice sketchbook tours on YouTube has amazing pages, but there's not a lot of tutorial about it. Um, uh, yeah, I will say I don't really know how to explain that. I don't really know. It's odd. Um, dang it, I'm gonna have to redraw this. Wait, shoot, what did I do? But I will say having your sketchbook look nice isn't a necessity. It's of course like I'm definitely someone that likes to make everything I own aesthetically pleasing. So I understand the want to make your sketchbook look aesthetically pleasing because that can be very inspiring to you. And I do that mainly by using sticky notes. I'll put washi tape in my sketchbook. I will use big color blocks to fill in background space. Um, and that helps a lot to make your sketches look more appealing and uh, dang it, I can't get this to look right. Yeah, sometimes you just go with the feeling of honestly, yeah. Um, bye, tease it. Have a good day. Um, draw something that makes you feel happy. am I am I doing it? I might be accomplishing the lower eyelid. It's really hard to focus on exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, and then I'm gonna make smaller, but I'm going to. Yay. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna move this to an upper layer And then this is, wait, which eyelid is this? This is the eyelid bottom, and it's right. And then this is the eyelid bottom left. Cool. I'm going to do the eyelashes. Um, Ani, how is your what? Oh no, you're fine. Um, Usually, okay. I decide if I want to share my age online yet, and so because I usually don't tend to um want to share much personal information, and most people wouldn't consider that personal information, but I might share that at some point. But I will say I am in college, so that gives you a range. Wait, what the heck? I need to actually keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay. Here we go. So what does this look like without it's a little bit nicer? Grace, it's totally okay. Don't feel bad. Um, okay, I think I'm done with the upper lashes. Uh, oh, any character ideas? Um, you're probably already drawing something right now. Usually, if it were me, I tend to default to certain characters. So usually, I'll default to Hatsune Miku if I don't have any other ideas. Um, but any character that you personally haven't drawn in a while or want to draw fan art of, that would be cool. You could also make a character from inspiration from some sort of object or song or I don't know, fruit or something. I don't know. Really anything, honestly. Character design is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so now I'm going to take this eyelash, the upper eyelash, and shoot, I did it again. Dang it. Um, okay, I'm gonna turn this off and grab this. There we go. Cut and paste. And then eyelash up right, and then eyelash up left. Cool. Now I'm gonna do the bottom eyelashes. Is this difficult for you? I will say yes. um, talking is definitely, I've realized for this specifically, talking is difficult because I'm multitasking a lot of things. Um, in this and making sure that I have everything on the right layers, and there's just a lot of thought that's going into drawing this, which is making it hard to do other things at the same time. But it's good practice for me because I have to do this for videos as well. So if I can get better at this, then it's a win-win. So yeah, dang it, I did it again. I can already tell there's probably going to be a lot of troubleshooting that I'll have to do in the rigging process because if things aren't exactly um, even and symmetrical, then it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but it'll be okay. Um. Oh, hey Ami, do you have a hyper art style? I just found mine. Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. No, you're totally fine. I want you guys to say stuff because then it gives me things to talk about. Um, but yeah, so I am not really sure what a hyper art style means. Um, I have different art styles for sure. I have some that are more like semi realistic, some that are more cartoony, and then I have like a chibi art style. Um, and so, I don't really know what a hyper art style means. Could you elaborate? Thank you. Um, and then, so each feature goes in a different layer, and the animation program moves it all around for you. Do you need to make open slash closed mouth eyes? Okay, so the way that 2D works is that, or live 2D works, is that I do have to have everything on a separate layer when I draw it, and then I import it into the program, and then I personally have to rig every piece of art. And so, for example, like this eyelid right here, I would have to personally input all the points that it would use to move, and then set keyframes for a closed eye. So I would have to deform it to look like closed, and then the program would then cause it to be able to like move from open to closed via like a keyframe sort of animation style. And then that would be connected to a facial tracking program that I could use. But rigging just takes a really long time, and there's physics involved if you want to have it look a little bit nicer. And so, um, yeah, it's definitely a complicated process, but I feel like it'll be simple once I get everything figured out. What is your favorite food slash drink? Uh, so my favorite drink is definitely bubble tea. I really like uh, oh man, what was it called? It was a certain kind of milk tea. It's not Hokkaido. It's a Japanese milk tea. Dang it, I don't remember what it's called. But uh, I also like brown sugar milk tea or taro with tapioca pearls. And then for food, I really love um, I love ramen like a lot. And I also just pretty much like any kind of Asian food. And that's really funny because I swear to you, the reason I like Asian food isn't just because I like Japanese things or I like anime or something like that. Like, no, I've liked Asian food since I was tiny before I found any of the other stuff. So But yeah, those are my favorite things. Um, and then, uh, what's your favorite art style? Um, I have favorite artists. I couldn't say for sure like what my favorite art style is, just because that goes into a lot of my favorite artists. And I really love etc.arts art style on Instagram, and then I really love Loish and Chris Hong arts, uh, her art style, and then there's a lot of YouTube artists that I really like their art styles. Um, and I really like the Demon Slayer art style. Um, and there's a whole bunch of them. I also like the art style of Noragami. That one's cool too. Okay, so I finished these, so I have to. Um, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to move these. This, cut, paste, do that. So this is. Okay, eyelash, bottom, right. And then eyelash, bottom, left. Okay. Um, and then a hyper art style is where you emphasize on things you like about your normal art style. Oh, I haven't thought about that. Interesting. Ooh, that's a. I'm gonna try that. I've never heard of that before. Thanks. That's a cool idea. Um, also love your art. Oh, thank you, Lady Joelle. That's so sweet. I'm glad. And thank you too. Uh, oh, the good old sweet tea. Sweet tea is awesome. Uh, I didn't start liking sweet tea until about like 3 years ago, and then every time there's a family get together, I am always on the sweet tea. Um, and it's great with like mint or something. I don't know. Sweet tea with other things is really good too. Um, guess I have to go to sleep. So goodbye, nighty night. Oh, bye. You're probably gone by now, but good night. Thank you for coming. Are there any shows or series that you are really into right now? Definitely Spy Family. Um, and uh, Demon Slayer are two that I'm really into right now. I really want to. I have like a whole list of other shows that I want to start. Um, but those are two that I'm definitely into. I need to get back into My Hero Academia because I am not caught up with that one. But as for other things, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now, and I'm enjoying that a lot. Um, so I'm really excited about continuing that one. Okay, I need to have like a better way that I'm doing this. Definitely let me know what you guys are watching right now. Um, and any recommendations you might have. Come on, I did it right the first time, but it wasn't perfect. Dang it. This is my perfectionism coming into play. Listen. I feel like I'm fighting with this. I'm like, Okay, we have something. We have something going on here. Um, mismatched socks are matching. Cats or dogs or other. Aw, yay! I'm glad. I got your name right. That's so sweet. Um, I definitely prefer matching socks, I think, just because I like things to be tidy and I don't know. I like things to be correct. Unless it's in a character design, then I like for things to be uh, crazy and mismatching. Um, Cats or dogs or other. I like both cats and dogs. I think they're both cute for different reasons. Um, and I also like birds. Birds are cute. Um, I was actually going to ask last stream if you had a VTuber of some sort, but the stream answers that. Wait, it's night for that person. Yeah, everybody comes from different places. I feel like it's the middle of the day for me, but hmm. Oh, here we go. No, and then I want eyelashes off so I can finish out the line of this iris. Have you ever tried drawing a spider sona? I actually think I have. Um, I have a friend that has a lot of spider sonas. Um, and so I think I may have drawn one of her spider sonas. But I've never made like my own spider sona, but I'm seeing the new movie on Monday, and so I'll probably get pretty inspired by that for sure. Then probably make one because of that. Um, yeah, you. Oh goodness, you do have to go to sleep right now. Don't go sleep deprived, Ink. Aw. I do have a dog, and I love him. Um, although he is a little temperamental. He's very cuddly though. It's just most of the time he is. I love birds too. I have an owl, but he bites too much. You have an owl? That you could have. I guess. Yeah, I've seen people have, but not like in my general vicinity. But that's really cool. I love owls. They're a mood. Owls are a mood. There was one outside my window one time and it freaked me out because I didn't know what it was. And I heard it hooing and both me and my sister were watching the part, a really unnerving part of Demon Slayer, and then we started hearing the owl like hooing behind us because there was a window, and both of us stopped the show and it kept hooing, and we were like freaking out, like, what is that? And then we found out it was just an owl, and we were both just like, oh, okay. Um, yeah, I know that I have a young sounding voice, but it's interesting. What's your favorite color? If you couldn't tell, it's probably I would say that my favorite color is pink, but then I also really like red. and then I like mint green. Those are my top three. Um, hey, I'm glad you're inspired by my art. That's so sweet. Okay. So I have to separate these again. And I do mine left. Long or short hair? Are you asking? I like both. I have long hair. I basically just look like my persona because that persona is based after me. Although sometimes I go between having bangs and not bangs. Um, but I like both. Both are equally cute. Of art live streams. Really? Huh. Um, the reason I got into art live streams is because there were a lot of, I don't really know how to explain, but there are a lot of YouTubers that started doing them, and they were just like really relaxing to watch, I feel like, and also it just seemed nice because everybody was just kind of chilling, and sometimes I get a little lonely when I'm just doing art and listening to music, and so I like to have people to talk to. Okay, here we go. And then I'm gonna do the pupils. Okay, I think that looks good. Um, my favorite season is, I would have to say fall or winter, just because there's a lot of stuff going on in fall or winter, and not much happens in like the spring or summer. There's a lot of cozy events and food. I like the food that we eat during fall or winter. Um, so oh yeah. No, I have super long hair right now and it's also incredibly thick and heavy and I was really considering getting it cut for the summer, but I like to like do stuff with it. I like to braid it and I like to put it up and everything, but sometimes it's just getting really annoying. So I'm considering just adding a bunch of layers cuz I've never really done that before. Um and but I just don't know what it would do if I did that. But I guess if worst case scenario, if something horrible happened and it looked awful, then I could just cut it all off then. So we'll see. But yeah, I like it when my hair is short just because of the relief from the just absolute weight. But right now I'm having fun with it. So honestly, yeah, no. Uh, my hair grows back like a weed, and so I never really have to worry about what I do to it because it's always just gonna go back to the way it was in like 4 months time. So I can just kind of do whatever I want. But yeah, I really do like layers. It's just every time that I try to get layers, for some reason, I my hair just gets like grazed, and they don't really cut like deep layers into my hair, which might just be maybe I'm not emphasizing enough that I really want layers. But I'm hoping next time I get it cut, they're gonna like not be afraid of really just absolutely massacring my hair. So I need something done to it, especially soon because I decided to cut it myself at one point and it wasn't a good idea. Or it was okay. It was okay. I gave myself curtain bangs. It was okay. But I did it at like 11:59 because I was just sick and tired of my hair being the way that it was. And so um this was also the night before I had to wake up at 4 a.m. the next day to leave to go on a vacation. So um yeah. I mean, I need to get somebody who knows what they're doing to cut it. Yeah. Honestly, like I like a good change, but I was freaking out after I cut it myself because I was like, crap, it looks awful. I cut it too deep and but I've been able to deal with it, so it's fine. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna separate these now. Pupil left. Do pupil line, because I might do like a color inside of it. Pupil line. Right. Okay. So now I can do the little like thing up here. That's good. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this. And then deselect. I don't know, what is this called? I'm just gonna call it lid line. I'll know what I'm talking about. I'll have this to be the right one. Lid line left. Okay, I'm done with the line art for the eyes. That looks right, but oh well. Um, yeah, pink and soft is definitely my aesthetic, and I like minimalism too, and basically just the entire kawaii aesthetic for sure, and like the cute stationery and I don't know. Also, a lot of K dramas have a cute aesthetic as well. Um, in like I don't know home design and stuff. you like your art style right now? I love mine. I've improved so much since I took art seriously. Nice. That's awesome. I do like my art style right now. I just know that like every time that I draw, I can always see things that I would want to improve, which is a good thing. It's in a positive light. It's not in a like, oh, I hate what I'm doing, right? I do like my art, but I feel like there's a lot that I could do to make it better. Um, which is something that inspires me a lot. So, okay, so um I have the ears, I have the neck. So, now I need to start on the hair. Oof, this is going to be fun. Not really, I'm being sarcastic. Um so going to make these also symmetrical. So I'm going to start lining this hair. Here we go. I think this song kind of makes sense with this endeavor here. Okay. Um, um, I mean, honestly, I only drew for fun until I realized, wait, I could make money with this. And then now I'm like trying harder, I guess. I don't know. But drawing for fun isn't bad because that's what most artists prefer to do anyways. But then when we think, oh, we could either work an office job or we could draw things for a living, we're always like, ooh, let's draw things for a living. Um, but it's definitely harder than it sounds. I've also been doing art for about 8 years. It's about same. Um, I was never good until like last year or so. More of a sketch kind of guy. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, everybody has their own thing and what they like to do. So, uh, don't compare yourself. That's one of the comparison is one of the absolute worst things that you can do when you're into art. It can make you feel awful. I don't tend to struggle with comparison just because usually when I see somebody that's better than me at something, it makes me inspired because I have a lot of confidence, and that can be a good and bad thing. Um, but always know if you work hard enough, then you can accomplish almost anything. Almost. um, yeah, that was a absolute leap of faith. Okay, let's keep going. Nope, didn't like that one. Wait, oh shoot. Um, decide how I want this to move. Yeah, I'm gonna need to erase these. Hey, actually, this would be way smarter just to do that. And then it's symmetrical. Cool. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to separate these two. Oh, I have to turn off the guide and then grab this, cut and paste it, and then name these thing 1, 8. Thing 2, or actually thing 1 left. Okay. Come on. Wait, I need this one. Oh, bye. Thanks. Have a good day at work. What are your favorite things to draw? Definitely people. I definitely prefer to draw girls in cute outfits because that gives me a lot of inspiration. It makes my heart happy. But I also want to get better at drawing dudes as well. Do this bit. And this is like hairline. Oh, I think. Wait, no, that's fine. It'll be fine. I can stretch it and deform it. Welcome! Ah, thanks! Um, Thanks. I'm trying to make it really clean because it always shows when a VTuber doesn't have like super clean line work, so but I also thought, wait, maybe I could just make one that's really messy and it could be like a stylistic aspect. But I don't think I am skilled enough quite yet with knowing how to make these. So I'm gonna wait on that. So I'm just gonna call this hairline right, and then hairline left. I'm like borderline afraid to draw the glasses though, because the glasses are gonna be really. Glasses are one of those things. Like, I know I put glasses on my character because I wear glasses, but I've always considered like maybe I can just take them off. Maybe I can just never have to draw them again because I just don't like drawing glasses, but it'll be fine. I'll get them done and then I'll be proud of myself after, so. I'm just gonna call this Bing number 2. Okay. going to do. I'm gonna hide these and then I can put this into a folder actually. Ooh, I should actually start putting these into folders. So I'll make a folder for the ears. Do you like going on long walks? Yep, I do like long walks. It's very relaxing. And honestly, it's needed. I need to go on more long walks. Okay, so the nostrils are gonna go in the same folder. Brows are gonna go in a folder. And then eyelids and eyelashes are all gonna go in a folder. All this stuff. Wait, I actually do have to make the folder first. And all this stuff. Also make another folder inside the folder for just the like lids. Lid line and then eyelashes and eyelids. That'll make things a little bit simpler. Cool. How was your week? My week has been good. Yes. Been very productive this week. I made this whole overlay for a stream and I started streaming kind of on accident the other day, and so now I'm like more comfortable with streaming, which is really cool. It's very nice. And then I started playing Resident Evil, and then which was fun. I ate a lot of ice cream, which is really great. Because I have suddenly gotten a new fixation on ice cream with strawberries and the like hard shell Hershey chocolate syrup, and it is one of my favorite things now. It's so good. And I put strawberries on almost everything, and so I've been doing that too. And then I'm gonna be honest, food is a big part of my life. Gets me through the day. Okay, and so I'm gonna put these into a folder of like, come on, double click. There we go. Here, front. Cool. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the back of this. I am Christian. That is my religion. Um, and then I love to make homemade strawberry ice cream. Yes, it's so good. I love it so much. So I'm gonna do. Actually, make this like way more. Nice. Wow. Um, let's see. I keep doing this wrong. That's fine. I think that works. I do like sandwiches. Thank you for asking. I like really, really thick sandwiches. And for some reason, they always taste better when they're cut in half. Don't ask me why, they just do. Actually, not everyone likes sandwiches. I know a good handful of people that don't like sandwiches. And it's so sad because it's one of those things. I'm like, if you don't like sandwiches, then what else are you gonna eat for lunch, you know? Yeah, it does. But I eat it somehow, you know. I enjoy it. Welcome to the stream. Hi. You had braces. Yes, I did have braces. I had braces for 3 years. It was an experience, but I'm glad I did because goodness, my teeth were pretty bad. Um, and I like them in half better too. Yeah, for some reason, like seeing all the layers is just really nice, and it makes it look way more appetizing. And I suddenly started liking putting mayo on my sandwiches as well because beforehand I'd never liked mayo. Um, because I just think it tasted gross and it smelled gross and it was just gross. But I've realized that mayo just kind of takes on the flavor of whatever you put it in. And so I really like it in sandwiches now because it just makes everything taste better. I don't know. Okay, I think this looks right. Let me turn off the headline. This doesn't necessarily have to be completely symmetrical, so do this, erase this, and this. Do that kind of thing with it. Nice. Yeah. No, it's definitely worth it, I will say. Like, they're not comfortable, but once everything's said and done, braces are definitely nice to have had. Especially, like, not waiting um, to do them either. So, it's very nice. I'm glad that we could afford them too. Um, and that's awesome. I'm glad you haven't needed braces. I have a couple family members that never needed braces. And it was really cool for them. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere with this. See, we'll see how I like that. Yes, I have three siblings. Hey, nice to see you here. I'm glad you could pop in. And welcome to the stream for a period of time. um, I can already I can already realize that this illustration process is gonna be a long process, but it will be a-okay. Because once it's all said and done, it's gonna be really nice. Okay, so that can be the um, upper part of the back here. The line. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set all these to line too. Hairline. Yep. I guess it's more like hairline line. Okay. Um. Nice. Yeah, siblings are fun. They can be both fun and not fun at the same time. Okay. Then we'll have the back of the hair. Back of the hair to show through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something along this line. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it there. And then I'll connect it in here too, I think. Okay. I'm connecting all my lines so that I can then paint bucket them and be really nice. I feel like that's pretty solid. I might. No, I don't think I need to separate these because then the piece can just move like left and right. And I feel like that would be fine. Ooh, but I might have to. Okay, I'm gonna change this up just a little bit. I'm going to make this look like more normal in the back. That does not look normal in the back. um, Another reason this looks weird is because it's it just looks so weird. It's like some tentacle monster. Cthulhu. Doing fan. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah. Aw. Do you play video games? Yes, I play lots and lots of video games. I love video games. Yeah, I think that's fine. And you're not really gonna see this part anyway, so. Okay, I'm gonna leave that the way that it is. And I'm gonna call it your bottom back. Wait. Hair back. Hair back. Bottom line. Okay, and then I'm gonna folder this. And I'm gonna make like an overarching hair folder. And then I'm gonna put all this stuff in there. But then inside the folder, I'm gonna make separate folders for back. Shoot, what did I do? Oh. Back. Here we go. So, here we go. And then yeah. I used to play Minecraft a lot, and then for some reason I just think that I got bored of it, and so I moved to other games. I was a big fan of Little Big Planet for a while when around the same time I was playing Minecraft. And then I moved from that and started playing Genshin Impact and Dreams PS4, which is also by the same company that made Little Big Planet. And then I played Resident Evil 8, and now I'm playing Resident Evil 4. And I played a lot of Uncharted. And what else? I played a ridiculous amount of Animal Crossing back in 2020. And then I dropped off that since Animal Crossing just kind of like stopped, everything. Animal Crossing was interesting for a period of time. But then I also play a lot of those like farming sim games like Rune Factory and Harvest Moon, um, but not consistently. And now I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy and Subnautica, and I want to start Honkai Star Rail. Um, and there are some other games too that are coming out that are like cozy games that I want to start playing. Okay, but for the rest of here, I'm gonna make a folder for my. I'm just gonna call them my braids. They're like puff things. Bubble braids. Ah, is there another update coming? Ooh, that sounds cool. I've been told by a lot of friends that I need to get PC Minecrafts, but I've invested so much money in the different console Minecrafts that now I feel like I'm just spending too much money on it. But I do want to get it at some point, just not right now. Mm. I think this would be a very useful tool. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the. Wait, oh, I'm on transparent. I think I'm gonna do the hairband, like kind of a neutral shape, so then I can reshape it in Live 2D and make it look like it's moving in space. Keep messing up. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and make this. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Um, I played Minecraft. I think on both PS3 and I think I had it on PS4, and I think those are the two platforms I paid for it on. I think. Um, and then I just stopped playing it altogether. I dislike how the console version of Minecraft doesn't let you play cross-platform with other people. It's very limiting. That's better. I guess PlayStation was just weird then. But I was just thinking, do any of y'all have like really vivid dreams? Cause I keep I had a dream last night that Harry Potter, like the Hogwarts, was in the middle of Malibu, and then the people from Avatar, not like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but like the Way of the Water, started invading Malibu, and then Dumbledore got involved, and there started being like, and for some reason, the U.S. government came in. It was like anybody who helps I forgot what they're called in Avatar, but like that race of people, anybody who helps them gets a life sentence in jail. And I'm like, wait. What? It was so strange, but it was so vivid. Yeah, the blue ones. I like this song. It's got a lot of sass and pizzazz. I didn't know there was more than one Avatar. I'm not talking about The Last Airbender. I'm talking about the one with the blue people. Um, but I don't really know if there were two different versions of that. I know there's like a sequel, which I haven't seen. I'll liquefy this top one. Okay, I like that better. My brush size got smaller. My brush size 100% got smaller. What the heck? There we go. The sequel was okay. The visuals were amazing, but the story was kind of meh. I've heard that about both. Um, that the it's more of like an art gallery rather than it is a like well-rounded movie. Um, but I'd still like to watch it just for like the art reasons. But I might not sit and watch the whole thing solely because if there's not a captivating enough story plot, I don't really want to force myself to watch something that's not going to be very memorable. How long do you think you'll stream? I don't know, probably until I need to take a break. and not draw anymore. Um, Probably not for much longer because there are other things that I was planning to do today. Um, but I'll probably finish the hair and then end the stream because I don't think I'm really mentally prepared to start the clothes yet. So, but I'm really happy with how far we've come. This is looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Okay. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Fun. Aw, and thank you. That's so sweet. I hope you had fun making it. Um, yeah, it was really fun chatting. Thank you for coming and sticking around. Opinions on Spider Verse burger? Because I'm getting it later. There's a Spider Verse burger? Wait, okay, listen. I'm gonna look this up. This sounds intriguing. Spider Verse burger. No way! Burger King made a Spider Verse burger? It's a limited time themed burger. That's hilarious. Wow. That's fun. Well, I hope you enjoy that. It sounds like it'll just be a regular burger just with different like looking stuff. Um Oh, but thank you, Joelle. That's so sweet. I hope you have fun and everything. Um but it's just a burger with red dye. That's what I was thinking too. Wait, I haven't seen an actual picture. I just read about it. Hold on. Ooh, goodness. It does look cool. I wonder if it has hold on. Where's the red food coloring that causes um like anar because isn't there like a specific red dye that red number 3 um I wonder if it has red number 3 in it. That'd be funny. It'd be kind of fitting, although I'm not really encouraging the use of food coloring that does weird things to you, but it looks funny. I will say red food is very appetizing though. I'd be interested in trying it out, although I don't usually go to Burger King. I like their chicken fries though. Burger King has really, really nice chicken fries. This is making me hungry again. I'm gonna be messing with this hair tie. I don't think I'll be messing with that one, so I think I'll just leave it. But I think I'll make the little tuft of hair at the bottom a different. Or should I? Actually, I think I am gonna make the whole thing one big piece of hair. Okay. Why is this line just not going correct? Okay. Still don't know if I like it. There we go. Okay. Then I'm gonna add details to the rest of this. For some reason, every time I draw my hair, I think it looks like takoyaki, which is really funny. Um, that was not the intention, but it makes sense a little bit. Oh, I don't want a tangent. Tangents will be kind of hard to avoid in this. It looks like a peach. Not a fan. Would you rather go to the coldest place on Earth or the warmest place on Earth? Well, it depends, because, like, if I'm prepared for the cold, then I'd probably rather go to the coldest place. Because then, with cold, you can layer on as many clothes as you want, and then you can end up being fine. But with heat, there's a limit to how much you can take off. So, like, I feel like with heat, it would be more uncomfortable than if I was prepared to be in the coldest climate. So, like, you can't really prepare for the heat because, like, you have your water and you have your whatever, your sunscreen or whatever, but it's not gonna keep you from feeling hot. Except for the water, but there is still a limit. If that makes sense. I have just realized I'm just gonna have to duplicate this because I forgot that erasing doesn't really transfer over, which is kind of strange, but so I think I'm ready to duplicate this. Oh, no, I'm not. Yep, this one isn't looking quite the way that it needs to. If I'm gonna move it. What's your favorite song or song artist? Honestly, I'm gonna be. I think. What's her name? The girl from Blackpink that just started her individual album. Jisoo. I'm really liking her two songs that she came out with, Flower and what was the other one? The other one was a different name. But I like those, and then I really, really love Otto, and her album for the One Piece film Red. And then I'm also a big fan of AJR. And there is another artist named Scrawny that I found on SoundCloud, but he's on other platforms that is really inspired by AJR, and his music is also really fun. And I like a lot of J-pop and K-pop, a lot of Blackpink and a lot of Twice, and Mamamoo is really good. I really love Mamamoo. Yes, I love pop and EDM. Um, I have like a whole EDM playlist just of random stuff. There's some songs from Archaea and some songs from Sidus, which are two really fun rhythm games. I prefer Sidus though. I like the story from Sidus. Sidus 2, to be exact. Because I haven't played Sidus 1. Okay, wait. So, yeah, I'm done with this one. So I'm just going to delete the other one. Nope. And then just copy and paste. And then flip. How do I flip this? Edit, transformation, flip, horizontal. And I'm going to move this. Try to bring it exactly where it was. That's pretty accurate. Okay, so I'm done with these. So now I may as well just go ahead and name these, and then, oh, I have to separate these as well. Um, but right now the music that I'm listening to, it's by All New, and they are a Korean artist on YouTube that makes a lot of like really cute like royalty free music. And she also has a lot of link uh they also have a lot of remixes of also Christian music and hymns, and then a lot of like Christmas music and other classic music. I think there's some other things in here too, but they've got a really cute uh, YouTube channel. Okay, so hair tie. And I will say line right, hair tie, line, and this is bubble. Let's call them bubbles. That's kind of cute. Okay, bubbles right. Or I'm gonna do bubbles line. Oh, that was actually left. Dang it. Left. And then bubbles line right. Okay, and then done with those. I'm gonna put them into the braids little thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this hair in front. Um and so I'm gonna hide this. I need to hide what's in this. I need to hide like this part. Yes. And then make these um, pieces right here. This is going to be made up of a couple different pieces. I think I'm going to change the music to something else. That'll be nice. Finally, almost done with my sketch. Nice! That's awesome. And then I'm gonna make a lower part. How am I gonna do this? That's good. Alright, and then I'm gonna add some of these separation lines. Use Liquify to move a little tiny piece. Oh, welcome to the stream. What are you using to draw digitally? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. The Pro version, because the EX version is expensive. I love Clip Studio Paint. It's kind of like the happy medium between Psy and Photoshop, with some extra bells and whistles added in there. I don't think I'm happy with the way that this bit is looking. I want to do that. So you draw on the iPad? Yeah, I do draw on the iPad. I'm not drawing on the iPad right now. But I do have a subscription for Clip Studio Paint on the iPad that is about to expire, but I'm using the one for the desktop right now. But I also have Procreate, and I like Procreate as well. I use them interchangeably when I'm using my iPad. Okay, I think I'm done with the line work for this. Now I just need to separate these. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm not done. How could I ever think I was done? Okay. Um. Okay. But I'm gonna close these lines just cause. Well, actually, I can't do that. So, I'm just gonna have to go with it. Procreate's really nice. I like it. Okay. I'm gonna try to this. Peace. I love drawing profile pictures. If you can tell, I change my profile picture a little too often. It's just like a new way to um, express yourself. Okay. I'm not done with the hair entirely yet. I've got these few pieces left to go. Um, Ami, what do you use in your free time besides drawing? I usually listen to music and draw. Um, I will play video games. I will sing. I also like to sing. And I'll watch YouTube. A lot of YouTube. I will read webcomics. I do that a lot. And then I also have, yeah, I play a lot of video games. um, and then sometimes I'll go out and hang out with friends. Those are usually planned events though. And then I'll also clean. I like to clean. Cleaning just kind of helps refresh my mind, especially if it's the start of a new week. But yeah, I do a lot of those types of things. And then I also, well, work isn't necessarily my free time, but it is it is something that I do a lot of. But yeah, other than all of that, I draw a lot. But I do like to listen to music, surprisingly enough. That's a lot of what I do on YouTube. Because I follow a lot of utaites that post covers now and then. Ah, nice. But then what's your favorite piece you've ever drawn? Um, that's a big question. Probably one that I have um on my Instagram, and it's of like a little shop with a bunch of like little herbs. Um, that's probably my favorite piece that I've drawn. If it's like a fully finished painting. But I also really like the owl girl that I did that I still haven't named. I still need to decide on a name. I'm thinking of Luna, but I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to branch out and draw pieces that have full backgrounds because um dang it. Because I'm just not quite as good at backgrounds as I would feel comfortable with being right now. And so that's definitely something I need to catch up on. Grab this and make this a little bit pointier. Um, Twyla. You should name her Twyla. I saw someone comment that. Twyla's cute. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I had in mind for her personality, but it is a very cute option, and I'll keep it in mind. Um, there's a lot of things. I wanted it to make sense with her being an owl, and so many of the ideas that I had beforehand just are just basic names, you know. And so I'm thinking about it, but I'll definitely announce it when I decide on one. Okay, I'm gonna separate these, and then I think I might end the stream. Because my voice is getting a little raspy since I've been talking for a long period of time. And I need to give my hand a break as well. Wait. This was Aw, thanks. I hope you have a blessed day as well. I'm excited. I'm glad that everybody has enjoyed this stream. That's really cool. Um, and it's really fun to do this as well. So I'm excited for when I stream next too. I'm going to use this layer, cut, paste. Okay, so this is, what do I call this? We'll eat dinner. Bye. Oh, bye. Have fun with dinner. Have a good dinner. Have a great rest of your day and good night. Or night. Okay, bye. You too. I'm just gonna call it hairpiece 1 right. Hairpiece 1 left. I had I had caps lock on. Hairpiece 1. There we go. Hairpiece 2 right. Yeah, that's fine. Hairpiece. I should say, I think that would be a really, really good idea. I haven't saved this whole time. Here we go. I know it's not finished, but that mouth is freaking me out right now. It looks like a ventriloquist doll. It only looks that way because I haven't colored anything yet. The line art has to go past where it otherwise would. So then when it moves around, you're not left with like a bunch of blank gaps in the artwork. It doesn't actually look like that. Once I start coloring everything, it'll start looking more normal. Right. Yeah, I think I'm done with everything that isn't the clothes and the glasses, which is really exciting. So the rest of the hair back. This one isn't shown. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna save this here, and then the clothes shouldn't be too hard. Except for the fact that I'll have to have the collar separated, the bow separated, and then the shirt separated, as well as the vest, just the whole vest. And then I'll have this arm and then this bit separated. Actually, I'm questioning if I should just get rid of the hand altogether and just like leave the arm down. I'll think about it. But anyways, thank you for coming, and this was a really fun time. I'm just gonna save that again just for, okay, yeah, it's definitely saved. Okay. Oh shoot. I made it black because I got out of the thing. But anyways, I'm just gonna have the ending screen now. But I feel like YouTube is the best platform for artists nowadays. Honestly, YouTube and Instagram are definitely the two best platforms. I don't know about Twitch. Twitch can be fairly good, but for like just general content and not streaming, YouTube is definitely, I think, a very powerful platform. Um, but anyways, thank you guys for coming, and I am super excited to see how this model turns out, and I hope that I can get it to work and not all of this is for naught. So, um, but anyways, I'm gonna rest my voice, drink some water, and y'all make sure to stay hydrated as well. And have a good rest of the day or night or whatever time it is. And I will see you guys later.